Hi everybody, Jen here with my very first day of December Daily for 2014. I am showing you here my cover that I pre-decorated several weeks ago. I used the title of Hello December 2014 and used some die cuts from the Merry and Bright line and painted and embossed with a glitter embossing powder this sleigh with presents in it from Michaels. So that's my cover. I apologize. I can't talk today. I apologize about the lighting. It's going to go back and forth. I had started my December Daily trying to pre-do pages, but I only got 2 days done with everything's going on in my life. I graduate from grad school in 2 weeks, so the stress level is kind of crazy right now. So I didn't actually get to do as much as I wanted to do. So you'll see the first 2 pages kind of, you'll see part of it pre-done, and then you'll actually see me do my layout for that day. This is one of them. So the 3 cards over on the right hand side, they're all from the Simple Stories Cozy Christmas line. And I think that's primarily what I'm going to be using for my December Daily this year. And I covered this piece of cardstock in this snowflake pattern, which I think as well is from the Cozy Christmas line, but I could be wrong. I'm using my picture of my nephew as a placeholder for my photo, and I will change that in a minute. There we go. Put something a little bit more appropriate. So you'll see that green and white, almost like Polaroid picture frame there. That is from the Heidi Swapp Believe line, I believe, from last year. And I had used my manual die cut machine to cut out some 3x4 stitch journaling cards from Lawn Fawn. And I was left with these really cool, almost like Polaroid frames. So I used some last year. I have a couple left for this year. So I'm going to use that as almost like a grounding element here on this page. And then I used a Simple Stories banner and a Celebrate the Season, which came in, I think, the Merry and Bright die cut pack. So I'm going to start gluing things down here. My photo is going to go, it's going to be a 4x6 photo. I knew that when I was pre-doing the page here. It's going to be a photo of my Christmas tree. Last year I did my day 1 as my Christmas tree, and I really liked how it came out. So I'm going to repeat the same this year. So that's it, right where I'm putting that card. That's where my photo is going to go. And you'll see that in a little bit later once I get to actually doing the spread. Here I'm using a Webster's Pages Christmas tree. It's out of frame. I'm sorry, I'll move it up in a second when I realize that it's out of frame. There we go. So I attach the paper clip there, and then I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I know it needs a couple of more things in that lower left-hand corner. So I'm going to go through some of my stickers here, and they're all the DIY Simple Stories Christmas stickers. I got several packs of them. So I pull out a couple of hearts, and then I pull out a little round sticker that says Merry and Bright. And then I'm deciding I'm going to use this gold glitter ribbon here. So it's glitter tape, not glitter ribbon. Sorry about that. And you'll see me actually put it down here, but later on in the video you're going to see me redo it because I kind of screwed up here. I put it too close to the right hand side of the page, so it's not, you won't see enough of it. You see like a little strip of it there now, but I decided to map my photo later, so you won't end up seeing it. So I'm going to end up putting a second strip down when I actually do when I put my picture in a little while. So here I ended up using the page protectors. I figured it out to see if there was too much glare. There's not too much, and I wanted to make sure that the cards fit because sometimes they don't fit in there properly. So they ended up fitting with no problem. I didn't have to cut them down or anything. So I cut out some here. I went through and pulled out a couple of embellishments here to make my numbers. I have decided this year I'm not going to use any one set of numbers. I'm going to vary them from day to day. So I used these red glitter thickers for a number 1, and I put a couple of the Merry and Bright. The Merry and Bright is the circle, and then I used a DIY heart there to put on top of it. And I've got glue all over my fingers, so it didn't stick very well because of the glitter, so I'm trying to get it to stick better, and in the process I got glue all over my fingers. So I also used this Christmas tree from the Scraptastic last year's December Daily kit. So it was the Christmas tree wood veneer. I don't know if I said that. I still have to stop my voiceover every minute, under a minute, or it force closes my iMovie. It's a big pain in the butt, but it's working. I'm making it work for me. So I put one of those Merian Bright extremely foilish bright stickers on that's silver on the left-hand side there, and I used one of the Gossamer Blue enamel stars to top the tree. So I was showing you my picture there. Again, here's the lighting. You'll see it's really bad. I was doing this last night after it was dark. So that's the photo of my Christmas tree that I took when we put it up this weekend. And you're primarily going to see me working on this left-hand side of the page here. I do have something I want to add to the right-hand side. I want to put in the weather because it was a little crazy yesterday. It was 67 degrees, and I live in New England, so that's pretty much unheard of. So I want to use that and put that on the 4x6 card with a little bit of journaling about it. But I couldn't get it to print out yesterday, so I'm going to have to figure out what was going on. I was trying to do it quickly. So I backed my 4x6 photo of my tree in this December documented scrap of paper that I had left over from cutting it up. And you'll see this is where I have to redo the gold glitter ribbon or glitter tape because you couldn't see it at all. So here I am just recutting it so it will, and putting in the proper place there. And now you can actually see it. And then I ended up cutting it too short. So I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So I just layered that extra little piece, and you really can't see it in person. I'm going to go through these Simple Stories Cozy Christmas die cuts and trying to find something for the top of the layout. I know I need something. It's still there's not enough there. And I find these ornaments. On the opposite facing page with my number, I use the Cozy Christmas card that has ornaments hanging from the top of it. So the 4x6 card. So I decided that's what I'm going to do on this page. So I pull out these two die cut ornaments and alternate them with these wood veneer ornaments. And I kind of put them out and I decided, they're kind of plain. They need some color. So I'm going to pull out my Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Chartreuse, Sweet Cherry, and Gold and color them up. But before I do that, I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I want them. I didn't realize that it was too bland until after I put them all down. So I'm going to actually glue everything down and then go ahead and color them up with the Heidi Swapp Color Shine. And it worked out fine. I didn't end up getting any of the color shine on my page where I didn't want it. It ended up working just the way I wanted it to, so it was okay. And I used one of these small Christmas trees in right above this Christmas tree paper clip. I'm ending up going to journal in that little trapped white space between the frame and the glitter ribbon. So this is where I'm pulling out my color shine and a paintbrush and shaking them up real good. I find that the chartreuse, it needs a lot of shaking up, much more than the others. So I walked away for a minute, don't know why, but I came back and I'm just coloring that up, and I'm going to do the same thing with the ornaments. And my water is black, my paint water, so I ended up pulling a baby wipe out, and I figured that'll work just as well as the water because the water was not clean at all and I didn't feel like going and refilling it. So I do two of the ornaments gold, and then I do each of the other one red, one green. And that will about finish up. You'll see me draw in the little strings that are going to be essentially holding the ornaments from the top. You'll see me do that, and then I will add a little bit of gold to the tops of the red and green ornament, like where the little bulb is. I think I do that at the end once it's, maybe I do it now. I was going to say once it's all dried. Oh no, I do a second layer of the gold because I didn't find that it was gold enough, and then add a little bit there to add some gold sparkle. And then you'll see me journal. Oh no, I'm writing in my little completely unstraight hanging ornament bulbs here, but it's all good, it works. And I'm just drawing in little bows freehand. And you can, they're not perfect, but you get the point, and it definitely filled that space that I had there. So I'm just going to put in my journaling here about our Christmas tree, and then that will finish up my December daily day one, except for my weather. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.